Danielle's the queen of the snooze button. She'll literally set the alarm early just so she can press it. Whereas I don't work that way at all. When the alarm goes off, I get out of bed. So for me, first thing I do is make the coffee, and then I bring her a cup of coffee while she's still just like barely awake, you know?
Yeah, so I put away the sleeping pads and bags and everything in the tent, and then I take the tent down while he makes breakfast.
Florida. It's a beautiful day here today. It's Sunday, May 1st, and Danielle Kreusch and Kyle Hawkins are about to start their 7,000-mile journey across America in coordination with DOST electric bikes.
Time for summer. Walls came down, walls that were holding us in.
Endless scrolling upon the internet led me to an article of the current record holder, and he had gone 5,100 miles, and I thought to myself, like, I've got 2 months, you know, I could do this. And that's where it was born, was just this idea that I really believed I could do that.
I really enjoy the physical challenge, and so while they're electric bikes and they help tremendously, it's still quite the physical challenge, and so I was excited about that part.
Hope it's time, oh it's time I fit in these clothes.
Woo-hoo!
Yes, inside of these clothes I know there's no surrender. All this time,
It's a little bit windy out here.
So how do we feel about 5,000 miles?
Try to make it now, go inside and save us later.
Tomorrow, we travel through Glacier.
And it's all burning down in the fire.
The way we worked the whole trip was we had the main frame battery, and then we had the extended range package, and then we carried another extended range battery in our panniers on the back. And we made it a point to come into camp low on battery, right? And then at night, we would make sure we were at somewhere with electricity. And whether that was a campground, which is probably where we spent 90% of our time, is campgrounds.
Kyle sets up camp, and I then record how many miles we went that day, where we ended, and then I also get whoever works at the campground or the motel to sign it, saying that we arrived on electric bikes. There's a lot of evidence to submit for this record, and that is just one of the components.
Whenever you take on a journey that's this arduous, so this long, you naturally quit a couple times. Like, there's always a few times throughout such a trip where you're having a really hard day and you just decide that at that moment you've quit. Like,
we had been sort of following Highway 1. It's a route that goes from Florida to Maine.
We somehow allowed ourselves to get stuck on the side of this 4-lane divided highway, and the shoulder is gone.
On that particular day, I really considered just quitting the whole trip. I was like, this is dangerous. I don't enjoy this. Like, nothing about this is fun. The goal of this trip was miles and to have fun, and I'm not having any fun. In expeditions like this, you're going to suffer. It's just part of the game.
You are guaranteed to have days spent pedaling up mountains in the rain. if you don't have those days that bring you down, if you don't have those down days, those tough days, there is no way you will understand how glorious the highs are.
Yeah.
You know, like how high you
Like-
reach is directly correlated to how low you've been.
Yeah.
You're about 18, 17 miles from the finish line. I think the more people know, the more people are aware of the easy ride experience they have on an e-bike, it's better for all of us, including the planet. Yeah, I don't know how anybody could ever go back.
Yeah.
It's like after you've ridden one for a few hundred miles, you're just like, everything else is slow.
Through social media and messages and emails, we've had so much support, and it's been really fun to share this journey and have everybody be a part of it.
And I guess the last thing I would add, it's very easy in today's world to cast some doubt on the genuine good of people. And I just want to say that every time I've taken a trip like this, everybody that we've met and dealt with on every trip we've ever done is a genuinely good human being. And I come away from this trip with a renewed faith in humanity as a whole. People are good people, believe in it, and you know, it'll be more obvious if you do. You did good, Steve. Go ahead.